If I had to start a side hustle and I had no money, no audience, all I had was my phone, this is exactly what I would do. First things first, I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do. I see a lot of gurus and I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where people are telling you that the best side hustle, the best way to make money, the best way to make fast cash is with survey sites, is with watching ads to make money. I have tried all of those things and I've recorded them in various YouTube videos, but that is not the best way to make money. That is not a side hustle. That is not anything that's going to make you profitable in the short or long term. If you do things like survey sites, you're wasting a bunch of time for a little money. What we want to do is we want to maximize the time that you do have so that you are putting it toward things that are actually going to pay you. So in this video, I'm going to give you 7 different ideas that you can implement today. I think if you're looking for a side hustle, these are probably the best. These are real side hustles that you can implement. The amount of time that it'll take you to start seeing success, maybe revenue or income, will vary based on the opportunity. It'll be based on the ideas that you pick, and we'll talk about that throughout this video. But if you're looking for a real side hustle that will actually pay you and not waste your time and cost you a bunch of money, watch this video and let me know which one you are going to pick. Hi, my name's Alston Godbolt, and I've made a bunch of money on the internet. My goal, my plan for you is to teach you how to make platform-proof income. I want to show you how to make income without having to rely on the YouTube Partner Program, without dancing for dollars, or waiting for brand deals and sponsorships. If that's something that you're interested in, like, follow, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and get into the different side hustles that I would start if I were looking for a side hustle today. Number 1, the one problem digital product. And what I mean by that is you are simply going to look at all of the problems that you've solved recently. They could be problems about health, wealth, relationships, technology, and you're going to work backwards. You're going to retrace your steps and figure out how you solve that problem. You are then going to take that and turn that into a digital product. Most likely, I would recommend that you turn it into some sort of like PDF or workbook. It could be a mini course, but we want to try and create something quickly. Now, the reason why we want to do this is if you solve this problem for yourself, chances are there are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that are going through the exact same thing. Okay, so just reflect, think about the problems that you've solved over the last year, 5 years, and I'll give you a few examples. We have twins, and so, one of the things that my kids love to do is they love to play flag football. So I could look back at some of the things that I learned, some of the lessons that I learned when coaching flag football, and turn around and package that up and sell that to somebody else. We're currently in basketball season, and so I'm the coach for basketball. What I could do is I could create a practice schedule for 6-year-olds or 10-year-olds and potentially sell that. Now, you might be asking yourself, how are you going to sell it? And that's the right question to ask. You can sell it through your content, which will take a little bit longer. You could sell it through platforms like Etsy or Creative Market, which can be a little bit competitive, but you're taking advantage of the traffic that is already out there. You could run Facebook ads if you have as little as $5 per day. That takes a little bit of trial and error. You could actually sell it in Facebook groups or Reddit. There are lots of places where people are already hanging out. You just need to go to that platform, Facebook groups, for example, and see how they operate. Are people self-promoting? Are they genuinely answering questions and being helpful? If you use Facebook, for example, you join a bunch of these Facebook groups for, like, let's say fitness, right? You join a bunch of Facebook groups for fitness and you go in there and you just answer questions. Now, what you can do is you can change your profile photo. You can actually change your cover photo, and you can tell people, hey, look, I've got this digital product that can help you lose 10 pounds in 7 days, and then give them directions on how to do it. If you do that, you can take advantage of traffic really quickly and start seeing results really quickly. If you create content around it, it can take a little bit longer. If you're already creating content, you can create a digital product from it. But the key is to be specific. One problem, one solution. Oftentimes, people that are just getting started with digital products, they want to include 5 different solutions into this one thing because there's a fear that it's not good enough. You have an internal fear because you've never sold anything before, most likely, and you want to keep stuffing things in. And when you keep stuffing and adding to it, either the product never gets launched or it's vague and nobody knows who it actually helps and why it helps. And that's why it's so important that you identify one problem and you create a solution for that problem. So that is number one. Number two, I think that a really good opportunity is to create TikTok and Reels for affiliate marketing as like a review engine. So what you're going to do here is you just create quick 1-minute videos where you're reviewing different products and services, and then you earn commissions with affiliate links. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the TikTok shop. I think it is not the best opportunity. However, you could do this if you focus on, maybe you focus on Amazon products. The reason why I like Amazon products a little bit better than TikTok shop is there's a little bit more credibility. You know who's clicking, you know how many clicks, and the average order value probably is a little bit higher, right? But there's a few different ways to do this. You could create reviews about a specific problem or product, or you could focus on a core niche. So maybe you focus on kitchen items. You do a review of stand mixers. You do a review of sound bars. You pick a niche, an area, and you just start talking about them. You do maybe even a little comparison videos. I compared, I bought 13 stand mixers and here's the best one. And then you simply tell them how they can get it. If you have over 1,000 subscribers or followers, you can put a link in your bio to the product or a link in the bio to, what I would do if we're doing this the right way is I would put a link in my bio to a landing page where you are giving them something in return. That way you have their mailing list, you have their email, and you can send them emails every single day recommending new products, promoting new content that you're uploading. I personally feel like that's a better way to go. Some people will do a link tree where they'll link their favorite products one by one in the form of buttons. You could do that too if you're looking for something quick. But just know that when you do link tree, your conversions usually decrease. So you might want to focus on 1 or 2 products to begin. What you could do is you could start off by, let's say right now this is a Warm Audio WA47. What you could do is you could create an entire TikTok account where you're comparing this microphone to other competitors and then recommending this microphone, why you chose this microphone over another one. But I think that's a really cool idea that you could get started. The reason why TikTok works out so well is that you get fast traffic. Okay. TikTok does a really good job of targeting people or finding people before they know that they need that thing, right? So it's always a really good opportunity. But let's go ahead and move on to number 3. Number 3 is a YouTube list and tools channel with affiliate links. Now, I really like this opportunity because people on YouTube are actually searching for a solution. They understand the problem most of the time and they're looking for a solution. They want to make sure that the product that they're thinking about buying is right for them. It is an opportunity to earn a bunch of affiliate commissions, and you're simply just providing helpful information. Let me give you a few examples. You could do the 10 best stand mixers for kneading dough, and then you simply will list the 10 best or 5 best. I would probably use like 5, 7, or 9. And with AI, it makes it helpful, right? It makes it easier. So you could say, you could go over to ChatGPT and say, I am making a YouTube video about the 7 best stand mixers for baking bread. Can you please give me an up-to-date list or a current list? And then you can just go do the research a little bit. You're going to go to Amazon and look at those products and see what the customers are saying. And you give them an order, give them a rank. And the great thing about this is evergreen. People are always looking for a solution to the problem. It's pretty far down on the sales funnel where people understand the problem that they're going through and they're looking for a solution. Here, I think you've got 2 options. You can do like I said, 5 best stand mixers for baking bread, or 10 stand mixers under $1,000, right? I think you can go 2 different places with that. And those are people with a high search intent is what it's called. They're actively looking for a solution. They're not just browsing or killing time. And that's really important. You want to try and target people to move quickly. You want to try and target people that are actively searching for a solution. Okay. Number 4. Email, newsletter, side hustle with affiliate links. And so here what you're going to do is you're going to create content, or you could actually buy email lists and email subscribers. We'll talk about that later. But essentially what you're going to do is you are going to maybe create content and you are going to attract people to you and to your mailing list. Usually in the past, what you would want to do is you'd want to give away a freebie. a lead magnet. For example, if I were trying to target creators, I might say, here's a 30-day content creation planner. And people that are new to content creation will say, yeah, I want that. And they'll go to your landing page, which is a simple one-page website. They'll enter in their name, their email, and press submit. Then they'll be added to your mailing list, and they'll get that free thing. The benefit of a mailing list is that it's the only thing that you actually control on the internet. You don't control traffic to a platform. You can be kicked off of these platforms at any point, but a mailing list is the only thing that you can take with you. For example, I'm going to send an email to the people on my mailing list today telling them about this video and that they should check it out. The great thing about email marketing is that you can embed affiliate links. So you can tell stories, you can build a deeper connection, or you can promote different products and services. So let's say, for example, that we are targeting content creators. I could talk about the benefits of scheduling content and then recommend a scheduler. I could create content about why a microphone is important and then recommend microphones that are relevant to my niche. People will stay on your email list as long as they feel like they're getting value. Now, not everybody will buy the stuff that you're recommending, and it might feel slow in the beginning, but over time, as you keep adding people to your mailing list and you keep providing value, your list is going to grow and your affiliate income is going to grow. And the best part about affiliate marketing is that you don't have to create your own products. You can move quickly. You can partner with products that people already know, like, and trust. For example, people already know, like, and trust this microphone, and so I don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. You don't have to worry about shipping or customer service. You simply will just create content, whether it's through like YouTube, like I'm doing, or through email, and you can attract people to you. Now, real quick, when it comes to email newsletters, you can run Facebook ads to attract people to you by giving away something for free. You can buy what's called solo ads, where you'll get access to someone's list. Usually a person will they'll grow their personal mailing list to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers. And then they'll let you borrow the list to try and get people onto your list. And then you can email and follow up that way. I would say the most successful, highest converting type of list is organic, where you're creating original content, attracting people to you, maybe the other ways that I've mentioned, and then they join your mailing list. And what's really cool about this is email marketing consists of just a few different moving parts. You've got the one-page website, which is your landing page. You've got a thank you page where you say, hey, thanks for opting in. Your lead magnet, your freebie is on the way. And then you've got an autoresponder sequence that you can set up ahead of time where you're telling stories, you're recommending different products and services, you are sending people back to your content, and then you have broadcast emails that you can send out. That's all email marketing is. There are some people out there that are making very good money just with email newsletters and email marketing. And you can send them out daily. You can send them out every couple days. You can send them out. Some people are sending out emails multiple times per day. You have to figure out what works best for you, what feels right to you, because I try and send out emails every day. Sometimes I don't do it. But sending out more than one email per day doesn't feel right to me, so I don't do it. Number 5, and I really like this idea, is a productized content audit or strategy session. And I've done these in the past, and it's a good way to make quick cash. If you have a little bit of a following, you don't need a lot of people. If you're already creating content, what you can do is you can offer to coach people one-on-one for 30 minutes and charge them like $50. The opportunity to ask questions and get answers and feedback in real time is really powerful, and people will buy, and people will thank you for it. And so this is actually really simple to set up. If you're already creating content, keep creating content in your niche. Then you can use like PayPal, you could use Stripe, and maybe even Calendly has a way to collect payments, but you just figure out a way, have a one-page website, very simple website, and then you can attach a Calendly link on the thank you screen, and people will schedule. And then you just do a Zoom for 30 minutes. And what's really cool about this is if you do the strategy session for 30 minutes, that could be your opportunity to upsell them to a longer coaching package or to group coaching, something along those lines. So it would go like this. For the first 20 or 25 minutes, you are answering their questions. You are providing insight and knowledge based on your background. So what I've done in the past is I have done like a 30-minute coaching call where the first 15 minutes I'm just talking about a method that they could implement. So, for example, the first 15 minutes I'm talking about TikTok strategy, how to get more buyers from TikTok, and then the last 10 minutes is answering questions if they have any. Usually, the TikTok strategy, the first 15 minutes answers a lot of their questions, and then they ask any follow-up questions, and then I say, hey, look, this 30 minutes was probably really insightful for you. I know that you got a lot of value, but 30 minutes isn't enough. What I think you should do, if you want to see the biggest growth, the biggest change, is to do a one-on-one coaching with me for 6 months. And then that's when you tell them the one-on-one coaching is, I don't know, pick a number that you feel comfortable with and then keep trying to increase it. And then you have a coaching customer. You can decide to do 2 coaching calls a month, 1 coaching call a month. But what's really cool is you're getting paid up front, and then you're getting paid on the back end as well, simply helping people. And this is all from your content. Number 6, you can white label software as a service. And this is something I am currently doing. Gbolt Systems, which is my complete marketing software. You can send emails, you can build landing pages, you can collect payments, you can sell digital products. You can do all sorts of stuff inside of Gbolt Systems. You can even launch a website. It's a white label version of Go High Level. So I rent Go High Level space. I am essentially a reseller, but I've got my logo and my name on everything. The cool part about this is that you are taking advantage of software. However, you're not having to actually build out a software. You don't have to build out a software team. And if you don't know, software as a service is where you are providing, or someone's providing you a service and they're paying you every single month. And the software that I'm providing is the complete marketing software. Netflix is a software as a service, Hulu, YouTube TV, these are all examples. And you can do the same thing. And the best part about it is you are essentially renting space from somewhere else. And I actually also did this when I first got started trying to make money online. I did this with, I would resell web hosting, white label web hosting. I white labeled it from Name Hero and I renamed it as Rebolt Web Services. I was trying to launch this with a friend of mine, and Rebolt Web Services. And what was really cool is they had everything basically set up. I would just need to drive traffic, and I used a YouTube channel to drive traffic, and I also did other freelancing stuff, and I offered the web hosting as kind of an incentive. But it doesn't obviously have to be web hosting. Find a way to resell. And the best part about SaaS, or software as a service, is it allows for reoccurring income. You don't have to do too much additional work. You might have to do a little bit of customer service. You don't have to do a ton of extra work. And as long as people are getting value from the software, they'll keep paying you, right? I keep paying Netflix every single month because it just works. It turns on when I need it. My kids like it. And so I just keep paying Netflix. And, I've never changed the cost of my software. So consider software as a service as an option. Number 7, 1 topic, 5 assets. And so what you can do is you can repurpose your content. So what you should do here, take one good idea and spin it into multiple formats that are all pointing to the same offer. So for example, this YouTube video, I can take this YouTube video. Actually, I don't know if I have it. I might have thrown it away, but let me show you guys what I do with one YouTube video. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this is the process for a YouTube video. I take my one YouTube video, I turn it into a Spotify podcast because they allow video podcasts. I upload it to Facebook. I share my YouTube link to my Facebook group, my Facebook personal page, my Facebook business page. I share the link with Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, school. I then take the post and make 12 Pinterest pins out of it that link back to the YouTube video. I upload one Medium post, Medium, the website, again with my link. One YouTube post, I send out an email to my broadcast list. I create a Substack post from it, and I add it to my autoresponder. And then I have a pinned comment. So I take one video idea and I spin it up into multiple opportunities. And then what I could do, I could actually take this video and do one of two things with it. I could either create a digital product and sell this for like $5, or I could use it as a lead magnet and get people on my mailing list. Yeah, I could actually do that as well. So because some people would prefer to be able to download this and have access to it, or maybe they would like directions or something else attached to it. But yeah, we can take one idea and turn it into multiple things. And All of these different things are going to be leading back to something I control, whether it's a mailing list, a digital product, whatever it might be. And then we've got a bonus here. You could do, you could offer local service. If you're looking for the quickest way to make money, usually it's with local. The first way I started making money locally was with building out 5-page WordPress websites. And what I would do is I would use a template. I went over to a website called themeforce.net. I would go grab a template for like a plumber and just show people that I knew what I was doing. Once I found a client, I would go buy another template, download it, and just make the changes. I would change their image. I would change the text that they wanted, and then, maybe featured products. The benefit of this is that local business owners, they don't want to waste time on a website. That's not their specialty. Their specialty is being a baker or a candlestick maker. And so they will pay you to take a frustration off of their plate. Remember, people will pay you if you save them time, save them money, help them make more money, or avoid frustration. And if you are building out a 5-page WordPress website, that is an opportunity to potentially help them make more money and avoid frustration with doing it themselves or fielding phone calls that could have been answered with a quick web search. So let me know what you think. Which of these are you going to implement? I think we've got some really good ideas down here. Let me know if I missed an idea. Is there an idea out there, a side hustle that you think is one of the best that I forgot? Make sure that you like, comment, follow, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.